Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Creda, day 15. And today we're going to do a quick project because it is for my little roommate's teacher's earring and bracelet that I created for her birthday. Today is her birthday. I think she's going to be at work. I'm not really sure, but the time has come for this piece of jewelry to leave my house. And so what are we going to be doing? I was gifted this little cinch sachet bag or baby bag or whatever you want to put in there. I am going to make a little card that will fit in here and not poke a hole, but I'm going to glue this down with the bracelet. Hopefully that works out. So let's go ahead and try and see if we can get that done. I'm also going to create a quick birthday card. We're going to be using this little stamped out image, and it's the little bear with a cherry and a macaroon. I had did a haul a long time ago where I got these from online, and these little bears are very cute. I want to say they're copycat bears of another brand, a UK brand, but I'm not really sure, so I won't. I can't say who it's from, but I think it is. And I'm going to just get my color pencils and color that really quickly. This little bear will not be traditional color. I'm going to color him blue because my son is a male and I'm a traditionalist when it comes to certain things. So my son is giving her this birthday present. He's going to give her a macaroon and a cherry. So I am a traditional, boys wear blue or masculine colors and girls wear pink and girly colors. Although I am not a traditional person because pink is not my favorite color. I do have more blue and green and gray colors in my closet than pink. But I'm going to color him blue, okay? You can color your bears whatever color you want. I'm just pulling out some colors, and I need to get me a little sheet of paper to swatch it out. I'll probably swatch it here because I think I'm going to kind of fussy cut him out. I really wish that I had enough forethought because I could have just even though I stenciled these a long time ago, I could have put him through my die cut machine in like an oval die or whatever. But next time I have learned the error of my ways really quickly today. But we're just going to keep it moving because I don't have a lot of time left to color this up, and I'm still just playing with the colors. I hope you all are having a great day. I have been affected by what I see on the news lately, and it's just crazy, very crazy, where we are right now in the world. So if you are praying people, as old folks say from where I live, stay prayed up. And I want him to be a little bit lighter. Let's see if this will work. Yep. So I got my craft mat out. I forgot what I was going to say. I think this is peach salmon. And I'm going to color his little snout. I don't know how I can put it where you all can see what I'm coloring because my thumb is usually in the way. And I'm not just talking about one incident on the news. I'm talking about everything. As you all know, I live near Jackson, Mississippi. And it's a lot of stuff going on. The weather is bad. Water mains are breaking. It's just, we're in a sad state right now. And I really hope that, we can get out of that. I probably should have colored his snout blue only because he's going to be blue. He looks great already, right? No need to go on any further. And with these little fuzzies, just like the house mouse stamps that I have, sometimes you don't even have to color the image. You can color what they're holding or the surroundings around them, because the image kind of lends a color to itself already. I've been messing with my lights, and as you can see, all my shadows are going that way, even though I do have on my Hollywood lights. And you know, the other day I was saying that I thought I was having a hot flash. Nope. My big roommate, he doesn't like when I call him my big roommate, but my big roommate put the air conditioner on 73. I was like, you might as well have just turned on the heat. I'm over here sweating. Like, I was sweating bad. I normally don't complain about being hot, because I keep my temperature at just above Arctic temperature, because I'd rather be in a cold room than a hot room. You know, you can always put on more clothes at a certain level of coldness, but you cannot put on more clothes at a certain level of hotness. You know, once you get to your skin, that's it. You can't peel your skin off, you can't peel muscles off, so you do need something that's going to cool you off and keep you cool. Maybe I should color his snout brown, or his nose brown. But I like how it's coming out so far. I'm going to handwrite a sentiment in the inside of the card, just because it's going to be from my little roommate. So, well, my little roommate and I'm just going to say, you know, happy birthday. I don't have a happy birthday stamp close by. I do have some sentiment stamps, and I bought a D-stash with lots and lots of beautiful stamps in them. So, you know, I'm not big on sentiment or words and small stamps and things like that, because in my opinion it's just a mess to deal with. I thought I pulled out brown. I guess not for this stem. I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring this up, and I'll come back. Okay, so this is our little bear, and what I am going to do is I'm going to keep the film rolling. Film. Some of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say film, but you know, back in the day we had cameras that actually required film to go in there. I know, crazy. And so this is the card I'm going to be using. I have a few videos that I have saved up. Well, I've been trying to make a video every day after I do Creda. Doesn't always work out like that, but this is one of the videos that I've done, and I'm going to cut him out as best as possible. Yes, I know I may do a little bit of fussy cutting right now. Hopefully I don't fuss about it too much. I think I'll just go off camera and cut it. Okay, so I am having not a mental problem, not a mental problem like that, but I'm going to try and do something. I saw Carmen from Elemental Designs do this with some of her paper that she was making. I think she made some little ephemera. I can't remember what the name of it that she made, but this was on one of her live streams where she created some little cards from napkins. She took some napkin pieces and did a variety of things with it. So I'm going to use this walnut stain. I can't find my brush corduroy. As you know, you can tell that something's different than normal is going on with my desk. I am truly in the process of cleaning my desk, which is causing me a little bit of problem, because I've moved some things that I shouldn't have moved onto the desk, and moved some things that I shouldn't have moved off the desk. And I'm just ooh, this walnut stain is definitely deeper than the brush corduroy. I do apologize if you can hear any noise in the background. My television is on the news, and I have it on 1, so hopefully 1 isn't too loud. I'm going to do this in a minute. I'm going to let this dry, but I want to curl she curls some of her edges. I'm going to curl this edge, and that edge. And we'll go from there. Let me just put this to the side. I think all of the stains dry fairly quickly if you are not goofing off, I guess. I've said this before about this distressing of the cards. I never was into it, and I'm not really into distressing a lot of stuff. Like everything has to be distressed, but I do think that it gives it a more complete edge or finish, even if it's brown or whatever color you're going to distress it with. And now what I'm going to do is take out my handy dandy skewer, and I'm going to roll this over. I don't want to tear it too much, only because I just don't want to tear it. I want it to look finished, not super old, I guess you could say. And I'm going to leave this open only because it has that little cherry. And I'll go over what I've done with it in a few minutes. And I think I'm going to get a bow. I think I'm going to try to find a bow. So let's see. So first of all, let's go ahead and do this right here. And of course, in all that quote-unquote cleaning, I did not put any glue runners over here because I'm so smart. That's okay. I was trying to decide if I want to pop it up some or not. So when I mean pop it up, do I want to put it on foam, all foam? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get out this double-sided tape and continue to use that. I actually have an ATG, right? I rarely use it because I'm always buying this other adhesive. But yesterday my big roommate and I were trying to box some things up and clean up. And I thought it would be more helpful if I had somebody here with me to do things. But you know your vision, not the other person. And so he was kind of more in a way. And I told him, I said, I thought it would be more helpful if I had someone here. He was like, I am helping. I stacked all this box. I said, yeah, but now you got it in the way and I can't do anything with it. I am grateful that I do have someone in my life. I was single for a long time, to my own doing, I'm sure. At the same time, sometimes, like my little room and I, we have a routine. Down, and when his dad is in town, the routine is a little bit off, and that's fine. I'd rather have an off routine than not see him for a while. You can always get back on schedule once he goes back out on the road. So no big deal. I am going to varnish this down. I want to let you all know that I have been in pain for about 2 weeks now. So please excuse my sluggish statements. My head is starting to catch up with the pain from my body. I have back issues and hip issues. So, but I'm going to I try not to dwell on that. Only because, there's other people out here that have way more medical issues, more severe medical issues than I do, or medical problems, diseases. And so I try not to complain or gripe too much about my problems. I just, sometimes I do have pain. And my size or not size of, dislike or not want to hang out with you all. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to get that blue strip of paper that I just threw in the trash, and I am going to try this. what I was looking for is to see where I inked it at, because I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to put this in here like that. Of course, I'm going to glue it, not glue it, tape it down so she can pull it off if she likes. I'm going to write happy birthday right there, so let me go ahead and get my pen out. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss a few things. I cut another piece of paper because I'm going to put this card in here. I put some sequins, not sequins, some table scatter, but we call it shaker mix for shaker cards in here, and it just has blue and purple and some hearts and some random stuff. I didn't put a lot in, but I did put a few in. And now here comes the craziness. I am going to take this and punch a hole in it. A hole. Oh, I said hold. I'm going to punch one hole right here. I'm going to take these earrings, and it's a big giant hole. I know. I'm well aware of that. And I'm going to tape the back. And then what I planned on doing is, if I can get it together, is putting this through here like that. I'm going to punch another hole right here and go from there. Now this is a small punch. They do sell earring punches if you want to make that, and I actually have some that are black for when I sell costume jewelry that I make. I haven't sold anything in a long time, but I'm just doing this now because I want it all to have the same blue motif, and I know that the jewelry is different than that, but hey, what are you gonna do? I really could have probably just put, I had bought a jewelry box to put this in, and I could have just put it in a jewelry box, but no, someone wants to be fancy and do it this way. I don't know what is wrong with me sometimes. Sometimes I think I just decide to bite off more than I can chew at times, and other times I'm kind of like, oh, that's a great idea, go ahead and go for it, when in all actuality it's probably the craziest idea I've had in that hour or so. So I have a lot of random crazy ideas, and I do think that's going to be just fine, just like that. See? My only issue is I do not have single-sided tape. I have washi tape, and we're going to just go with it. I have some plain old washi tape that I'm looking for that's not Halloween-y because I'm working on another project. And let's go ahead and pull out some washi from over here. Oh! Okay, so now I'm going to put it in. See, I didn't even... Oh, I did cut it right. I measured this paper by the bag to see, and there are the earrings and the bracelet. And I really hope she likes it. If not, I hope she pretends like she likes it. You know, sometimes when you give things to people, they're like, what the heck is that? I've done that a few times with my big roommate. He's not the best at picking gifts for anyone, and especially not me, because he feels like I have everything. And so I think that the effort to find me things is a little bit on the lacking side. But I'm always appreciative of, you know, the thought. It's always about the thought that counts. That's what I tell him all the time. Just put a little bit of thought in it and it'll be fine. But I think he's so afraid that I won't like it that he usually asks someone else to do it, and that really bugs me. I don't like when he does that. I prefer if he went out and struggled versus going out and getting some random person to do it. I know. That's probably not the nicest thing to say, but it's the truth. Alrighty. So let's see how this is gonna look. If not, we'll just scrap this whole put it in a bag idea. I'm keeping the card though. Keeping the card. I guess I could have just put some money in there, but I'm already paying them to take care of my baby, right? So no money goes into any of the teachers' gifts. That's crazy. I know. I know. I am just putting some tape down. I am so amazed by the water problems in America. In Mississippi, where I live, they have a lot of water main breaks and a lot of piping issues. And so now one of the cities is declaring emergency to fix the water break, the water line break. Right by my work, it's a big giant sinkhole. And it's been there a couple of months now, maybe 2 months. And it's just, I think it's been there since May or June. So however many months it is from May to June right now. And at first, they just put some cones around it. And people, I think people were still trying to drive down that street. So then they closed the road off. And now it's something else. And my thing is, sinkholes happens a lot of places. How do you fix those sinkholes? Like, how do you repair sinkholes is a good question. It works. Because I don't want her to, you know, I want her to be able to pick this up or even slide the card out. And so now what I am going to do is just leave it just like that. This is one fat card. All right, let's make the envelope. Okay, so this card is roughly 5 by 5.5, which is right here, and it says that we need an 8.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. I am going to make the envelope just a little bit bigger, and I'm going to do 10 by 10. So let's just go ahead and get some paper that's 10 by 10. And we will go ahead and make a quick envelope. Okay, so we're going to use this paper that I cut 10 by 10. And you know what's interesting, as I was cutting this paper, I was thinking that everything that I'm giving her is blue. So it's kind of like she's a boy. You know, if we go with the traditional thought of boys are blue, girls are pink. And I was like, you shouldn't have done that, you know, at the end. But it's all girly stuff inside the blue. So, you know, I always try to match up with the teachers for my little roommate. So I always try to just get it like he would pick it out, you know, because he's a boy. That probably doesn't make any sense to you all, but that's what goes on in my head. So we're going to be using 10 by 10. And again, the instructions are over here, but I've been using it almost every other day. So I kind of got it. And again, these funky things is 4 1/8. So you're going to put your first paper to 4 1/8, and this scoreboard should have been just a little bit bigger because I'm going to be scoring it 4 1/8, and you can see right here where it's 4 1/8. All right. Okay. I moved it a little, so I just want to make sure it's on the 4 1/8 mark. And then you're just going to score it. See, it comes off the paper. And punch. Now you're going to go to your score line. Punch it or score it, whichever one you feel the need to do. Score line. Punch and or score first, whatever you want to do. Alright, take it to your score line, punch, and score. Now I could have been off on this just a little bit, but I could have sworn I cut it right at 4 1/8. And again, I wanted this card to be fairly bigger than, I mean the envelope. Did I say card? I wanted the envelope to be a little bit bigger than the card because the card has some bulk to it. So you see right here, I could have not cut it properly because it didn't score right. So I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and snip it off. That's why I feel that the scoreboard should at least be 10 inches long, you know, because you're cutting up to 11.5 by 11, the paper. You're scoring up there, and this doesn't measure out that far. So just be careful with that. And I think that's why I usually try to make smaller envelopes versus bigger envelopes. And I think I'm going to drop in some confetti. Not a lot. I don't want to glitter bomb her, as we say when people give us that stuff and it leaks out into our bags or our projects or our packages. But I do want to put just a little bit on there. And I do think that this is all very cute. And it's, even though it's blue, it's still cutesy, right? Tell me if you do that, or am I only weirdo that makes everything masculine? Well, not masculine, but if it's coming from my son, to make it kind of masculine. As if he would have created it. Even though I think that once he gets to that age, he'll probably be able to say, okay, I want it to be like this and this, and I need to round these edges. What am I thinking? And because I'm so good at cleaning and organizing, I have misplaced my corner rounder. It's okay. It could be worse. I could have misplaced myself, but I didn't. I'm super excited about today because I have one thing done. I've finally got this project out of the waiting room, if you will, as in it was waiting to go somewhere. So I finally got that done, which is awesome. And I really, really hope that she likes it. I'm going to I'm going to ink the edges, only because why not? I feel like I'm in an inky kind of mood. And you can see where I cut it. It has a more sharper point than this one. And I was thinking that I could write a big note on the inside, but ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm not going to do that. Another way to do this is probably at the very beginning when you have your paper as one versus waiting to the very end to do it. I always do that. The inking edges is kind of like an afterthought for me because it's not something that I regularly do or I did in the past. I do want to say thank you to everyone that is a new subscriber. You're probably thinking this lady is crazy, and I feel like I am. I keep telling all the people that I talk to more frequently than on camera, why did you let me do this Creda thing? And they just kind of gloss over it. And I think I know why. I think they want me to do it so they don't say, oh, I was going to talk you out of it. It was a bad idea. I think that they enjoy it. And I do as well, but it can be a bit stressful. It can definitely be a bit stressful. Just kind of trying to come up with ideas and things that everyone will like. And I am going to go ahead and put some adhesive down. I think after this video, I have to edit it because I did a boo-boo earlier. So this is the second section of the video. So if you notice any poor splicing, it's from me. I'm letting you know that right now. I do have to edit this video, which I hate editing these videos because I am using my cell phone. As you all know, that is my camera. And I don't have an editor. I crack me up sometimes. And by editor, I mean I don't have someone that can do it for me properly. I don't like to load it. As you all know, I had a fiasco of loading this film onto the computer, and then it was just a nightmare. So I can't edit on my phone, which is no problem. And I think YouTube stopped that because, you know, editing programs cost money, and they were just giving it away for free to edit. They took away the annotations as well. So if you want to edit your programs, you really have to edit them on your own. You know, if you want to edit your film or your whatever you're going to be uploading, you have to edit it on your own project, on your own program, and do it. And here comes another problem. Why would I do that? Like, why would you do something so silly? This is a big envelope for this little bitty card, but that's fine because now I don't have to worry about it being ruined as much, right? Whew. Sometimes I wonder about my actions. What was I thinking? Like, really? I'm not going to do another video. I'm not going to change anything besides that one little edit piece. I'm not. I just want to see if I can fold this in properly, and I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't fold it in. Whew. That's really the problem. So it's tearing right there. I don't want to destroy it. So I'm just going to do this on the side. I always try to put my folds when I buy cards as well, facing down like that, so the person can just pull it out. And I'm going to write another note that says, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Best wishes and many more. Yay, we're done. And I am going to do just like this, but I thought I had some Velcro by my desk, but as I stated earlier, I've been moving things around. So what am I gonna do? I'll figure that out after I finish recording. Thank you all for watching. Happy crafting. Happy Creda.